idea where this car is. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let me try this way. What you know about I'm so deep in this parking garage, my cell phone not working. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to get out. All right, I fully understand that I need to be making my way to the post office before they close, but can we get some commotion for how this twist out turned out? Like, I mean, definition, okay? The curls are popping in all caps. I think I done it. Like, I think my hair has returned because the last one that I did was ugly. This right here is giving the kind of twist sets that I'm accustomed to. I will say that it is a little bit fluffier than usual, like fluffy, slightly frizzier than usual because it's been raining and I was outside in the rain, but like overall, like it's giving. I am so incredibly pleased with how this turned out, especially also because I left these twists in for an ungodly amount of days. I think these twists were in 6 days. Is it 6? 6 or 7 days, and the twist out still came out looking like this morning. Like, I'm feeling myself a little bit. Okay, well, enough of that. I gotta go to the post office because I was supposed to mail this thing like days ago, and I have not. Can I? I feel some kind of way about wearing these out the house. Hold on, let me get my boots. So devoid of energy. It is 6 o'clock, okay? How did we get here? How did we actually get here? I think I'm gonna put in a little bit more work though, because I really didn't get a chance to do very much today, and there's like a small handful of things that I can work on that will just make me feel like I've gotten something done. Brief recap of the day though. I had a meeting on campus that I was like a half an hour late for. What? I get there as the meeting is starting, right? But I'm driving around looking for a parking spot for what feels like an absolute eternity. Where I ended up parking my car today, I have never seen that crevice of the parking lot ever. Ever. Like, it was jumping today, and I was trying to rack my brain like, what is happening today that there are so many people here and my usual parking spot is just not available? Like, what is going on? So I'm following these other cars, and we're basically like following each other, passing spot after spot after spot because they're all taken. And I end up in like this off the beaten path crevice because at some point I was just like, okay, I know y'all about to take this left and we've already taken this left already. So I took a right. And when I got down there, I was just like what? Because I was trying to sign in on the call while I was parking because I just assumed, okay, I'm just gonna walk in there like 5 minutes late, no big deal, enough time for me to park my car and get to where I need to go or whatever. No, okay? And I end up making it to my meeting, and like I was gonna take the call from outside. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is kind of ridiculous. Here I am like 20 some odd minutes late for this meeting, and I just don't want to make a big deal of it. And I'm like pinging my manager while I'm like in the little, I don't know if you would call it like a waiting area, more like a lounge area, right? And my manager's just like, no, come on in. So the door opens because somebody is letting me in. And I was just like, can somebody tell me what is happening up in here today? Because there's no parking, and me and several other people have just been winding around the parking lot aimlessly looking for some place to park our cars. They were just like, yeah, it was pretty rough today. Really? Okay. Had the meeting, that was fine. Went out to lunch, had a good time. Came home for a bit, had 2 other meetings, then left to the post office. got stuck in traffic. Oh my gosh, that was the longest line at the post office. First of all, they had a sign on the door talking about, oh, our window is closed at 4 o'clock. I leave and I get there and I'm like, well, obviously it's after 4 o'clock because I left after 4 o'clock. I left around, I don't know, maybe like 4:30 or whatever. And I walk out and there's a lady parked in her car. And she's like, oh, they're closed already? And I'm like, ma'am, the sign on the door says that they close at 4 p.m. She's like, no, I think you should walk back in there because I just came out and there was a line full of people. And I'm just like, what? So I waltz back in there. Sure enough, line full of people, like line down the block, child. So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And I finally get seen. I actually feel bad for the girl that was like 2 people ahead of me because she waited for a very long time, just like I did. And by the time she got up there, oh girl at the post office was just like, ma'am, because you're not shipping priority, you can't use priority tape. So she takes the priority tape off, no problem. Do you have some tape I could use? No, ma'am, I don't have any tape behind the counter and we're sold out of tape. So the girl had to take her package and leave. Oh, girl was like, you could come back tomorrow. And I'm just like, bruh, like, there's no exception. Baby girl was in the line just as long as me, if not longer, because I came in after her. And you just gonna turn her away because the tape she got is wrong? Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Anyway, I got the stuff that I needed to get mailed off. And I got stuck in traffic on the way home. Hence, it's now 6 o'clock. And I'm just trying to do like 2 teaspoons worth of work. So I feel like I did something today. Because I honestly just feel like I was just ripping and running myself ragged today. So I'm going to complete these few tasks. And then maybe just sit on the floor in utter silence because I feel like I have not had like a true moment of rest since I got up this morning, and I think it's starting to get to me. Oh, I finally sat down to eat dinner, which by the way, meatloaf, baby. And I caught myself because I was about to turn on a YouTube video. I just watched one while I was like moving about the kitchen or whatever. And I sat down like, ooh, let me queue up another one. And just that fast, I decided that like just listening to other people talk was annoying. I need to sit in silence. I'm so tired. And my brain is tired. And just processing other people's words, it's too much. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna be my last act of service for the night. I do need to go and take my makeup off because we don't sleep in our makeups around here, at least not if we can help it, right? I'm not that tired where I can't wash the stuff off my face, but after that, I'm feeling like it's time to go to bed. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, but like everything in me is tired. I also just have a quick question before I get the show on the road. The makeup remover that I have used for like forever and a day is by The Body Shop, and it's their Chamomile Sumptuous Makeup Cleansing Butter. But this company basically filed for bankruptcy, sis. All of the brick and mortar stores in the United States of America are closed, okay? I have, is it just one backup? Yes, I have one. Ooh, is that just one? Okay, yeah. I have one backup of this left, and this has barely been used. Okay, like we're basically starting over. But after that, like, what exactly am I supposed to use to get sunscreen and makeup off of my face during my first cleanse? Like, what are y'all using? I'm not gonna assume that the world revolves around me and everybody is using this because I think this is the very best makeup remover. So yeah, that is the question that I have for you. Girl, if you use a makeup removing butter, is it this and you're just in the same boat as me, or the other one, Clinique Take the Day Off Balm? That was the first one that I think I tried, but it burned my eyes, and also it was a bit expensive for what it was. And this was like, I don't know, one of these, I think at the time when I started buying this, it might have been like $13 or $14, and take the day off, I think was like $27. So yeah, I won't need it for quite a while because like I said, I have a backup and then this one's barely been used, but I just want to know how we gonna get our makeup off in the third quarter of this year. You know, I'm just asking. For me specifically, but also for a friend. I'm not in the best mood and truly have not been all day long. And adding to that, like within the last hour and a half, I've started to get a headache, which no doubt is induced by my lack of taking allergy medication yesterday, because I try not to become like super dependent on it. So I really only take it when I know, like the night before I know I'm going outside. And I did not know that I was going to be out here wasting gas until I decided to leave maybe 30 minutes ago. A question for y'all though, like, why is emotional regulation so difficult for some of us? Like, I am a high functioning empath. So like, I just want to know what life is like on the other side of the road, because sometimes I be caring about stuff that like I really shouldn't be all that concerned about, and it just affects my mood in the worst way. I don't know. Anyways, I will say that before I left, I did do some rage puzzling, which 100% is not the reason why I bought that puzzle, but I made some good progress today. Okay. I really bought that puzzle because my phone does this like wellness thing where it tells me how much time I'm spending on certain apps, and the amount of time that I was spending on the YouTube app watching videos, too much, like entirely too much. So I put a time limit on the app, and I've been doing okay the past several days trying to stick to it. My time limit is 1 hour a day, if you're wondering. But when it gets down to like that 1 minute, it gives you an option to extend for 10 minutes. And I think I've done that 2 days in a row already. But even with the extension of 10 minutes, like I'm still doing way better. So I don't know, maybe tomorrow or like the next time I revisit the puzzle, maybe I'll be in a better mood and I won't just be like trying to like rage solve it, because like it should be enjoyable. You know what I mean? Like puzzling takes quite some time, and I shouldn't just be like upset while I'm doing it. Anyways, I'm rambling. I just thought to get out of the house, get some fresh air. I might go walking around some of these stores out here. I may go to the bookstore. I may find a cafe, because I did bring my laptop because I could stand to do some editing. And a really cozy thought to me is editing instead of like a book cafe or just like a cafe in general. That sounds great. We'll see though.
Is that going to get you a good result? And the answer is not really.
Okay, I have logged off work, and when I got off work, I dried a load and folded it, then put another load in the dryer. That has stopped, and I need to fold that. But I'm sitting here with idle hands, idle mind, idle body, and I'm just like, am I spiraling? Do I have the blues like Kraft macaroni? Do I? Because like I honestly don't feel like doing a single thing. Let me put it into a more because I'm sitting here and I don't really feel like doing anything, although there are some things that I could do that would be fun if I just wanted to do them. Case in point, I worked on this puzzle a little bit today in between like my breaks. I had a lot of training that I was trying to get done, so I finished my homegirl here today, and I think I also plugged in this part of her pants and this little section here. The rage puzzling was like up in the atmosphere up in here because I started with this girl first. I don't have that many puzzle pieces left, but I also don't really want to work on this anymore today. Like I separated it because there's another girl here and there's another girl down here. But I think I have all the pieces for the girl that's supposed to be here. Like I have her shirt. I'm not entirely sure if I have like all the pieces for her hat and whatnot. What I'm saying is that the thing that I thought I was, oh my gosh, it's crooked. The thing that I thought I was going to be spending my time on versus being on the internet for so long after work, I don't want to do that thing. I also have my crochets. Okay, it's been a very long time since I picked up a needle, and I started this magic circle the other day. And as you can tell by the amount of stitch markers that I have in here, I'm having a bit of a tough time. And I thought that I would sit here and get out my little crochet needle and start again, like literally frog this. I mean, it's not that much, but I did this like 5 times. Frog this and start again to see if maybe I do a better job this time. I don't know. But then as soon as I popped the bag open, I decided I did not want to do that either. I don't need to cook dinner tonight because something, oh my gosh. I don't need to cook dinner tonight because something else that I was trying to do, right, was last week, I feel like that's all I was doing was preparing meals to feed myself. And I was getting a little bit winded. Like I really enjoy cooking, but sometimes it can kind of feel like something that I'm not doing for fun as much as I'm doing it for necessity. So I meal prepped a good bit of food. So I literally do not have to cook a single thing for the next couple of days, which leaves me with more time. I could also be editing right now. I don't want to do that either. It's only 6, what time is it? Tap, tap. It's 6:30. So what did I do? I caved. I caved and I turned on YouTube because after work, I just wanted to sit here and not do a single thing. And the first video that I watched was this one right here at the bottom left, Evelyn's bathroom refresh on a $0 budget. What a good time. But then I saw this video from Becky when she's making donuts and I'm like, educate me please. But that's also like going against my plan for the week was to spend less time watching YouTube videos. And I also don't feel like reading. So I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here in the dead silence and do nothing? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm like in Minty B territory at all, but I'm struggling today. I am struggling today. So I'm gonna get up and fold that laundry. It's really just not that many things, but I'm gonna fold, oh my gosh, it's crooked. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna get up and fold that laundry and then figure out my next plan of attack. I'm also not hungry because right when I signed off work, I went to grab a snack. And to be quite honest, I wasn't even hungry when I grabbed the snack. I grabbed the snack probably just because I'm bored and I just felt like eating a snack, which, what is the mind and body connection between being bored and wanting to eat? I don't know. Let me do the laundry while I'm talking to y'all. It's also making me feel some kind of way because it's like, girl, like how dependent are you on like a source of like content on TV? Like it doesn't have to be YouTube. And honestly, YouTube for me is like TV. Like the stuff on there really do be entertaining. And I feel like when I'm watching cooking content, I'm learning something. And then lifestyle content is just pure entertainment, okay? But I'm trying to consume less. And I knew I was probably gonna run into this little hiccup at the beginning because I wasn't like gradually decreasing my time on the app or whatever. I just set the time limit at like an hour. And I was spending way more than an hour on YouTube specifically because I would like have videos playing throughout the day. I would be using it for lo-fi. Then I would log off of work and be like, oh, so-and-so uploaded and watched a video. But like my brain was just telling me, see, look, I'm looking at the fruit snacks and I want a fruit snack and I'm not even hungry. Let me just fold the laundry. Let's start there. Fold the laundry, girl. What is going on?
A hole in the middle. Then we insert the hook under the right 2 pieces of yarn, and we grab the piece on the left.
Hello, beautiful. How are you? Is this straight? Yeah, that's good. Welcome back to the kitchen. We are in here because your girl needs a dopamine hit, and I just decided, like, what better way to celebrate spring and simultaneously get that dopamine hit other than making a carrot cake. And I was scrolling through my camera roll and I realized I have not made a carrot cake in like 4 years, which is crazy because carrot cakes are one of my favorites. I've actually made this recipe before, and I will put the pictures that I have in the atmosphere up in here. And the reason why I like this recipe is because you're not left with like a whole lot of cake, so you don't really have to figure out how you're gonna get rid of it. It just makes an 8x8. And last time I did this recipe, I made a 9-inch cake round, and it was just 1 layer, super easy. So that's what we're about to do. And lucky for me, I have all of the ingredients except for, I believe this one calls for heavy cream, and I don't have that, so I'm just gonna substitute milk, but I have everything else, so let's get into it. We're gonna start with the 4 ugliest carrots that I could find in that bag and peel them and use the grater because I need somewhere around like 1.25 cups of carrots. I'm also going to take the opportunity here to mention that somebody could also say that I am baking this cake because I'm trying to avoid doing other things, and I'm not in the position to argue with them because, I mean, they would be 100% right. I need to leave this dwelling and go get some dishwasher pods because I have a full dishwasher and not a single pod left up in here. And to me, it's either go get them or pull everything out of the dishwasher and hand wash it, which is something that I'm actually not going to do. But this seems like, you know, a good warm-up because at least the cake could be cooling while I'm out, and then when I get back, I can possibly go ahead and make the icing and be eating cake with my dinner tonight, which honestly would be ideal. Way too many carrots. Well, I'm gonna use these sticks within the next couple of days because I've really been like craving hummus, and then I'm gonna use the shredded ones for chow. I really don't know. I'm gonna throw them in something. They're not gonna go to waste. Now I need to take care of the walnuts. I need 1/4 cup of walnuts. Really don't know. Ooh, that might be too many. Okay. We'll start here. Oh, that's not enough. I already know. I'm really excited for this cake. It's been a hot minute. Actually, I haven't made a cake since around Christmas time. And here we are in the spring. I'm overdue. Same issue with these. I have chopped too many, but these will not go to waste. I can definitely toss some walnuts inside of oatmeal. All right, we need flour, baking soda, cinnamon, nutmeg, salt, ground ginger, and we whisk. I also need to measure out 2 kinds of sugar, one of the brown variety and the other is going to be granulated sugar. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna use some grapeseed oil, mainly because I don't have any more vegetable oil, and then ever since I've been making things out of Christina Tosi's book, I tend to lean towards the grapeseed oil anyways because she says it's better for baking. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but she's also a professional, so I ain't here to argue. I need 1/4 cup, so that is 60 mils. Goodbye. From here, it's pretty much usual cake baking. I need to alternate by adding in my dry ingredients and a little bit of buttermilk that I have measured out. After that, I'm gonna add in the carrots and the walnuts, get that all mixed up, feeling all cozy, put it in the pan and get it in the oven. recipe, I just noticed the error of my ways. This recipe is calling for 3/4 of a cup of walnuts. How much walnuts did I measure out? You was cooking with me. You ain't say nothing. Girl, I only measured out 1/4 of a cup. We need to have a cup of walnuts. Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. I think I've taken that back because I don't think I really told you how much walnuts we need. So that's on me, my G. That is on me. They're missing 1/2 cup of walnuts. I wish y'all could smell this batter. Baby, it is smelling so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, is it in there semi-evenly? I think so. That batter is busting. All right, I'm gonna clean up, and then, I mean, the cake has to be in the oven for like 30 to 45 minutes, so I feel like maybe I could just go ahead and make the frosting. That way, while the cake is cooling, the frosting is already done. So when I run my little errand and I come back to mi casa, I could just put the thing together. That sounds like the most responsible thing to do. What would be irresponsible is the thought that I had in my mind was like, girl, just go get the dishwasher pots and come back with the cake in the oven. I'm asking for issues, okay? Went ahead and got a jump start on the brown butter, because after this browns, it needs to go into the freezer for like 10 minutes because it needs to be the texture of softened butter before I can whip it and dip it. I left this in the freezer a little bit longer than I should have, but that is all right. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna do my best here. This bowl has cream cheese in, oh, why did I do it like this? Okay, am I risking it? No, I'm not. Okay, this bowl has cream cheese in it, and I'm about to make the brown butter cream cheese frosting. It's pretty, did I say frosting? In case I did, let me just correct it. I'm about to make the brown butter cream cheese frosting, which is basically cream cheese, brown butter. Also, if you have not made brown butter for any of your baking things, I'm gonna just need you to try it, okay? Because once you do, I highly doubt you will ever go back to anything else. I digress. It's cream cheese, brown butter, powdered sugar. I'm gonna add some vanilla, salt, and in lieu of the heavy cream that the recipe calls for, I'm just gonna use some milk. So let's do it. I think you can see. I don't know if you can see those little flecks in there, but that is the brown butter, and it just makes this frosting look just so pretty. So another thing that she does, grabbing the little recipe here, is she pulls out a little bit of frosting because she makes these cute little carrots to go on the top. Since I've done that already, I'm probably not going to do it this time, but I am on the fence. So I did pull out some food coloring because what I may, wait, yeah, I need the green. I did pull out some food coloring because what I may do is I've been toying with the idea of making like just one carrot on the cake, because I do feel like a carrot should be on here, but I don't know. I'm saying that now when I have the energy to do it, but I still gotta go outside and run this errand. So yeah. Voiceover Janetta chiming in because girl, the dishwasher was just loud for no reason. I do have a question though. Do you like carrot cake? Because I realize that cake with things in them tend to be a bit polarizing versus cakes with nothing in them. And if you don't like carrot cake, we don't have beef, okay? But I would encourage you to, if nothing else, try this frosting on whatever your favorite cake is, especially if you like cream cheese frosting, right? Like the brown butter in this frosting just takes it to a whole nother level. Anyway, I did decide to go ahead and tint some frosting. And looking back on this footage, I'm not entirely sure what I was going for here. Like the carrots are not as small as they were the first time that I did them, but they're not as big as I initially wanted them. And they also look like pizza to me. neither here nor there, because girl, the cake was bussin', and I was super happy that I was able to end the night with a piece of cake that I had made. Okay. You cannot tell me that this cake did not turn out looking so cute. And I already know it tastes good because I've had this cake before. Not all my forks being dirty. I'm not eating cake with a spoon. Gosh, do you see the flecks in there? Like, carrot or pizza, you tell me. And that's a shot of the inside of the cake. If this ain't dopamine, I don't really know what is. Oh my gosh. Give me my cakes. Everything about this is delicious. Every single thing. Alright, well, I'm about to go enjoy the rest of my little piece of cake and figure out how I'm actually going to store this, because it's making me feel like I should have left it in the cake pan, and I did not. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you're having the best day ever, and I will catch you in the next one.